Hey Kit, so here we are at the end of the day at vFORUM, and it's just about time for some refreshments, which is always a nice part of a day. The theme of this morning's keynote was build, run and manage. It'd be great for you to give us a little bit of an overview of where VMware's been in that space and how we've evolved over the last few years.
Now, that's a great point, because I think many folks out there who haven't been following our progress tend to look at VMware, frankly, where we were like 10 years ago. And so the point of this notion around build, run and manage is that we're not just about virtualization anymore. So you look at things around what we're doing on the build side, actually helping developers to build applications more efficiently, taking out a lot of that undifferentiated heavy lifting, making it so much simpler. Things like Bitnami, a great open source packaging tool that we acquired just a few months ago and are now putting into practice. Things around Pivotal, how you actually build modern distributed applications. So again, it's not just about running, it's about how we actually building applications. But we're not stopping there, because we are actually rethinking how we even are doing the run part of it. vSphere has been at the foundation of what we do for a long time. Now, I know many people on the developer side have never traditionally interacted with vSphere directly. What we're doing with Project Pacific is actually extending it so Kubernetes is now built into vSphere. This means that from a developer perspective, they actually see a Kubernetes API when they're talking to vSphere. It looks and feels just like Kubernetes, but in fact has been enhanced with some great vSphere functionality. So this actually makes it easier to develop a lot of these next-gen applications while running them side by side with these existing apps. And then finally on the managed side. So what we've seen is this need to manage Kubernetes across all these different environments. This is a challenge we see a lot of DevOps teams having. How do you manage permissions consistently, looking at access across all these different things? How do you make sure all those Kubernetes clusters are appropriately configured and standardized? These are the real challenges, and Tanzu Mission Control is designed from the ground up to help solve all these issues. So tell me a little bit about what's happening with an APJ around all these net new modern applications.
Yeah, look, I think massive interest in new modern applications and also DevOps and how we can efficiently run applications at scale. I think the characteristics of APJ are we have a lot of modern economies, a lot of people that are looking to do more with less in terms of their IT budgets and their IT spends. And so really keen to be on the forefront. Trends like DevOps, infrastructure as code, modern applications, Kubernetes, very active in the customers that I talk to here in Australia and also around the region. Certainly every time we get out there, you mentioned some of the products we have, but other products, vRealize automation, infrastructure as code, massively well received. Every time I show someone Project Pacific demos, and just being able to manage vSphere as a Kubernetes cluster, it's a huge amount of interest and a lot of uptake in this particular market.